Alright, we're live. We're live. There we go. Voice kind of just went. That's nothing new, though. Not at this point. I'm going to redirect this fan a little, try to keep it away from the mic, so. You should be arriving at the floating ocean within the day. As you pass through the cockpit, you notice Kleber tense in his chair. So we're doing more Sky Caravan. I should start with that and not just we're in. Might be the finale of it, might not be. I don't know. Haven't played through it. I started it. Didn't I start it either like a couple days after it came out or something like that? Like literally 2 days or something. And I suppose I could be playing it like in between or something, but there's only a new adventure and a continue option. I presume if I hit new adventure, it would wipe everything. And no, I don't know. But yes. Hey, Cap. Something's up with the ship. I always lose his voice. I can't help it. Something's up with the ship. Uh-oh. We're going down, crew. Brace yourself. Calm down, man. We're completely stable. There's something wrong with the panels, probably. You. In all my years of piloting, I've never seen anything like that. At least this time the problem is with the ship instead of your heads. Don't worry. I've got this. Here's the fix. I'm going to access the main control panel and reset it. It's right next to the cargo hold. Don't know why old ships have them all the way over there. Anyway, I should be done in a few minutes. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, I think I'm done. Took less time than I imagined. Suddenly your whole body is launched backwards. Excuse you? Excuse you? The whole ship rumbles. You and Jackie are thrown to the ground. Everyone's down on the floor from whatever just happened. Jackie, what the heck did you do? Nothing. I just fixed the control panel. Bardo appears shortly after, panting. We have a collision. The left side of the ship was hit. What? We weren't even moving. Going to the cockpit, you all see the cause of your predicament. Huge ship, twice your size, has collided with you. Hang on. I remember those techie stickers. Just then a communication comes through the terminal. What do you idiots think you're doing? What we were doing, buddy. You just hit us, buddy. Yeah, because you were just standing there. What do you think your sail... What, you think your sail is going to take you somewhere? Explain that you had to stop for repairs. You finally tell the other captain that you were having issues with the ship. Then go back to the Cappy Bar. And lose 2 days... And lose 2 days of travel. No. No way. What do you mean 2 days? Heck is wrong with you people? Are you that incompetent? Forget that. Thanks to this little crash you provoked, one of our tanks broke down and we lost fuel. I don't care how, but you better be ready to compensate us. We were going to that Cappy Bar anyway. So let's land there and work things out. Don't even think about running. Before you can ask what they mean, Bardo interrupts. When did we pass by that Cappy Bar over there? Sure enough, the ship's mapping systems indicate the Cappy Bar right behind you. Strange. I don't remember one being here. Let's stay on our toes. This could get ugly. Wormhole? As you leave the 41 Bis, the other crew is already waiting for you. For such a big ship, the crew is really small, only 6 people. The captain is covered head to toe in a spiked bodysuit. Looks like a cactus wearing a gas mask. Well then, that little crap of yours tore a hole in our tank. Either pay for repairs or give some of your fuel to replace the amount we lost. You grimace, given that they have a bigger tank. That probably won't be a small amount. Kleber then comes close and whispers to you. Psst. Hey Cap, I was thinking about something. They're expecting the fuels in barrels, right? But why don't we fill them with something else instead? Like some soup with that crap canned food or something. Absolutely not. Shh. Come on, Chef. You want them to hear it? They will notice regardless. I will not let you use my food for such a ridiculous idea. Well, we can ration food, but we aren't going anywhere without fuel. Hey, what's the hold up? Better get our fuel or we're making you get it. If we delay much longer, things might come to blows. Looks like it's up to you. What's your course of action? None of this is good. None of this is good for me. And Bardo is no longer best friends. Kleber's just friends. Let's use the food. Let's tell them to get some empty barrels and supplies. Oh, someone's learning. Learning how to get us killed. Kleber's a great teacher at that. Why did yours go up? Is that just a visual glitch? That's just a visual glitch. Crew comes back soon after, carrying the barrels. The other captain seems to be satisfied enough. Good. Looks like you at least you have some common sense, rookie. Ooh. Give them the barrels filled with fake fuel and go back to the 41 bis. Alright, everyone. Get ready to make a quick getaway. Our plan won't fool them forever. Just then a communication comes through. What's the big idea, you imbeciles? Did you really think you could just fool us like that? Turret shot echoes, apparently grazing against the top of the 41 bis fuselage. Crap, that was fast. Our turrets! We need to defend ourselves. You can try to shoot back or ask someone to do it. I could handle it myself, but that risks everything. That just risks supplies. I should probably do it myself. Get to the turret while Kleber prepares for liftoff. The other caravan has a similar idea and takes flight soon after. Circle each other close to the capybara, zigzagging to mess up the other's aim. Fire the turret when you think it's aligned with the enemy ship. Hits one of their wings, smoke coming out of it in thick plumes. They start retreating. Take the opportunity to fly away, ignoring the captain's angry screams through the network. Nice shot, Captain. That was way too stressful. What if you had missed, Captain? Could have been us making an emergency landing. Well, what matters is that they shouldn't come for us anytime soon. After the whole shootout, you regroup in the cockpit before resuming your delivery. Well, that's that. We can be on our merry way now. Yes. And hopefully we do not need to go through that a third time. As Capybara becomes a speck in the distance, you discuss your next steps. Alright, here's the thing. Despite that little stop, our route hasn't changed. We should be arriving at the edge of the floating ocean just 1 or 2... Wait, what? Kleber, please tell me we aren't lost. No, we aren't lost. You need more faith in your navigator, Chef. Check out the map. No way, we're in the same place again? How can this be? Did we fly around in circles or what? I'm 100% sure we didn't, Chef. We were following the route as planned. Wait, look at the terminal. Wait, that date, that's when we set out. Guess the displays broke down for good. Or we time traveled. Tell Kleber to fast forward to the part where you get the Grana then. Well, how else do you explain meeting those same guys again? Or being back at the capybara we had left? Please, Kleber. Time travel? I will have to side with Jackie. She is the engineer, after all. I'm sure there's a sound explanation for this. Like what? I hope there's not 2 of those tacky ships flying around the skies. Well, no use thinking about it now. I'll take a look at the displays. I'll set the route for us. Oh, and since we're in the past, I can take us around the Pelicannons we met last time. You can all thank me later. You know, in the future, because we're in the past. Two days pass. Good. I'm just stumbling all over my words. It's taking you 2 more days of travel, but you finally arrived at the floating ocean. The deep blue waters look incredibly beautiful. Colorful life forms swim around the ship, including some that are several times bigger than 41 bis. Yeesh. I'm glad those things are far away. Anyway, Locke, you can rest easy. See those orange lights in the distance? That's the outpost right next to Azure. We should be there by tomorrow. Retire your cabin to rest. Please don't send me back again. Please. Please don't. You open your eyes. It's night? The ocean is weird in the early hours, huh? Creepy noises, too. Well, you might have a couple hours left to sleep. Cap, are you awake? You might want to take a look at this. So, I woke up and noticed it was way darker than usual, right? And I turned on the headlights to check the currents. And that's what I saw. Look at the windows calmly, finally realizing you're surrounded by... It's pulsating red. It's flesh. So, yeah, a beast swallowed the ship. A beast swallowed the ship. Stay calm, Cleaver. Stay calm. Take a deep breath. As bizarre as this situation is, it's not your pilot's fault. Sure, you'll find a way to get out of this thing. Thanks, Cap. Now, what the hell should we do about it?
Hey, what's with the commotion over there? Wait, what? Cleaver, where in the world are we? Can you all please stop screaming? I need a good night of sleep in order to cook properly tomorrow. Oh. Cleaver, how did you manage to take us inside a giant pirarucu fish? Am I the only one?
Almost choked on that one.
Am I the only one hearing something knock?
Something is definitely out there, knocking on the 41 business entrance. From the outside, which is also a giant fish's belly. Should you open the door? Yeah, why not? Well, if whatever's out there wanted to kill you, they wouldn't have knocked, right? Well, not always. You can feel the stare of your crewmates on your back as you open the door. Well now, I guess I have some company after all this time. Judging by the scales, it's definitely an Azurian. It's hard to tell, but something in her posture and attitude showcases age and experience. Your ship doesn't look broken. How did old Matusalem swallow you, I wonder? Oh, you must be confused. We're inside the oldest Titan Pirarucu in the entire ocean.
And you've been here for how long exactly?
It's hard to tell. Yeah, I shouldn't stop there. It's hard to tell the time. But it must have been several years already. I used to be an independent caravaner until the provisional government declared us criminals. Something about us being a risk to public safety because we weren't under their supervision. I tried to escape, but my ship wasn't exactly top of the line. The engine broke and I got stranded. Afterwards, old Matusalem found me. I mean, ate me.
That's just... Maybe we can help you somehow.
Jackie looks to you as if waiting for your input. Perhaps you can recommend her to the CCA or maybe help them flee the floating ocean. Talk about the CCA. Yeah. About working for the CCA. Oh, I did that once before I went independent. I don't regret my time there, but I left for a reason. Of course, as much as I got used to Matusalem, I would appreciate if I could go back to living in Azure. You can help me if you can help repair my engine. I'll do the rest, no matter what I face outside.
Do you have somewhere to go after that?
No need to worry, dear. This is just a setback. I'm not giving up. The unpredictable is part of the job, but there's always a fix.
Yes, I'll see what I can do. Allow me to fix dinner for 5.
Aren't you all forgetting something? Like the giant fish that swallowed us. How do we get out of here?
The Pirarucu will have to open its mouth to feed again sometime. I think there's a faster way, Bardo. We can make some firebombs with fuel and throw them down this thing's throat.
That could work, young lady. And to be fair, I have no idea how long it would take for Matusalem to feed again. Don't know about you, but I'm starving. Literally. Come on. We have a gun turret. It's seen some action. Why don't we just shoot its insides?
With how thick the walls of flesh around us look, I'm unsure it would be enough.
Well then, we have an impasse. You're the captain, aren't you? Show me what kind of decisions you make. I kind of agree with this. That wouldn't have cost me supplies. I mean, maybe it gains me supplies. Maybe I chunk off something of the fish. But I'm not willing to risk it. The sooner you get out of here, the better. If you all work together in the firebombs. Good. You have faith in yourself and your crew. Just don't be naive. I'll get started on your ship's repairs right away. Afterwards, we can prepare everything lock. I want to get Bardo up again. Whole thing takes a few hours. It's hard to tell inside a fish. But eventually, the Azurian is back in her ship, and you get ready to drop about 20 firebombs. I hope this is enough. You throw them all down the fish's gullet. Water! There's water coming in. There's a loud noise, and sure enough, the thing's mouth opens. Here we go, people. I'm going full speed. You're out of the Titan Peruku again, and in open water again. I'm stumbling with my words so bad today.
What about the Azurian? I think she's right behind us. Look, we got a call on the network.
That was a daring escape. Brings back memories. Ah, the caravan life.
Captain, maybe we can take some of that Titan Peruku meat for the trip?
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea, dearies.
Huh? Why not?
I see a school of nail sharks approaching, the biggest I've ever seen. Looks like old Matusalem's days are coming to an end. He'll be feasted on for weeks. It's his time, but it seems it is not mine yet. Now then, I suppose this is goodbye. You better leave before they get here. As you leave the premises, you can see the Titan Peruku fighting a group of smaller figures. In the end, the giant fish gives in, while the smaller ones start dragging it to the depths. The whole thing takes a minute at best.
That was an adventure worthy of Grandma.
1 day passes. You finally arrive at the military outpost you saw before Matusalem swallowed you. Azure should be close. Just a little more and you'll be done with this. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to paying the toll. The toll? That's what's special about the toll. That's what this toll is about. It's less of a toll and more of a negotiation, if you catch my drift. The guards are really bothersome types, neg at any irregularity they find. It takes a while to clear the inspection too. We're probably losing a day there. Unless we give them a little incentive, of course. Ah, so that's it. Alright, we're getting close. You reach a small military outpost, a couple of security rooms, and a warehouse built around some sort of gate fence. Said fence is actually more like a net, probably to accommodate for the ocean's ebb and flow. Everywhere you look, there are emblems featuring an aquatic serpentine creature you don't recognize. Cleaver lands the 41 bis in an encased bubble. Getting into the ship, you're greeted by mostly dry ground, and 2 Azurian soldiers. Crew 4 then. Which one of you is the captain? What are you in Azure for? You approach them, introducing yourself as the captain, but you tell them about the reason for travel. Saying that an employee from the Azure Provisional Government requested a delivery. That makes the most sense to me. Tell the guards about Horatio's request to your caravan as a scientist in Azure. A government scientist asking that River Rats Association for delivery. Now I've heard everything. Their surprise catches you off guard, as does their way of talking about the CCA. Deliveries are usually dealt with by our own cargo ships, meaning it's highly unlikely for a third party to do so. I say this is highly suspicious. We need to conduct an inspection. It'll take about a day. Without waiting for your response, one of the guards enters the 41 bis. Told you, Cap.
I hope they do not find any issues, especially in the kitchen.
Psst. Hey, land crawlers. The remaining soldier approaches you. You're pretty sure land crawler is an insult. Listen, I know you don't want to be here any longer than what you need to. Trust me, I get it. Most of us hate doing these inspections. So if you're willing to lend us a hand, we can try to speed this up. All I'll need is 1,000 G. Oh my. How much? Hold on. How much am I earning for this? 8,000. I only need 7,000 right now. I can afford that. How about it? You enter Azure today. Do what you need to and leave. No questions asked. Take it. I don't care. You accept, gambling on spending some grana now to get more after your job is done. Upon counting the money, the guard smirks. Thank you for your cooperation, Captain. Talk to my associate about your situation. Don't worry. Your crewmates voice their opinions once you're alone again. Nicely done, Cap. You're becoming a true Skylander.
By bribing soldiers? What if we get in trouble? And if we do, it's because of a decision you made on your own.
You hate me, don't you?
No, we're still friends.
Relax, people. They'll let us pass. Go to a separate waiting area in the warehouse. The inspection takes several hours. By the time it finishes, it is almost night. 12 cubic boxes containing 1 ton of Angra crystals for Mr. Horatio. Your cargo checks out. That's the most expensive waiting room you've ever seen by far.
I don't feel good about these military types. Let's get this delivery done.
Jackie, it's happening again. No.
Again? I thought I had fixed it. Maybe it was something those guards did. Let me take a look at the control panel. I'll be right back. No. Ugh, here you go. Should be good as new. I wonder if that weird thing will happen. No. I don't have supplies for this. No. The ship takes speed out of nowhere. Everyone's tossed aside. What's up with all this shaking again?
It wasn't my fault.
Well, I've just fixed the displays. They look fine. Probably something with the stabilizers. Just then, something appears in the distance.
Are you kidding me? Another outpost. You know what I'm thinking, right?
Stop, Kleber. Jeez, let's just get this over with.
Again, there are 2 security rooms, a warehouse, and a gate fence. 1 soldier motions toward the warehouse. You enter. Getting to the ship, you're greeted by 2 Georges. Wait, hang on a minute. Crew of 4, then. Which one of you is the captain? What are you in Azure for? You introduce yourself to the guys that look exactly the same as the previous ones. We're CCA Caravanners. Mr. Horatio asked for us. A government scientist asking the River Rats Association for a delivery. Now I've heard everything. Deliveries are usually dealt with by our own cargo ships, meaning it's highly unlikely for a third party to do so. I'd say this is highly suspicious.
I thought we were cleared already. We just passed through another checkpoint.
Another checkpoint? You think you're the first ones to come up with that? Without waiting for your response, one of the guards enters the 41 bis.
This isn't right. It's like we're talking to clones. Indeed, as if we never came through here at all.
What do you know? We time traveled again. Stay, land crawlers. The remaining soldier approaches you just like last time. Listen, I know you don't want to be here any longer than what you need. Trust me, I get it. Most of us hate doing these inspections. So if you're willing to lend us a hand, we could try to speed this up. I need 1,000 G. How about it? You enter Azure today, do what you need to, and leave. No questions asked. You and the crew look between each other, perplexed. Only Kleber has a smug grin on his face. That's from one to call Horatio. Plead with the guards to make a call to your client. They grunt, but consent after Kleber haggles with them a bit.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm starting to believe you, Kleber. In fact, I think I have an idea about what's causing this.
Me too. Maybe the 41 Beats is actually a prototype time machine made by the CCA.
What? It's simpler than that, actually. It must be the Angra crystals we're carrying. I mean, these loops only happened after we started this delivery. Which begs the question, is Horatio responsible for this? What is his end goal with the cargo? Call him to find out.
I don't remember your voice. Oh, hello, Caravanners. Since you're calling, I presume you're at one of the military outposts.
Yeah,
yeah. There we go again, voice. Yeah. We're stuck in a time here. Pretty cool.
What was that? My hearing isn't the best anymore. I'm sorry. Kleber, I didn't think we should be telling Horatio about the loops already. Let's just ask him to negotiate our entry without inspections. Then we can confront him in person. That way he can't run from us.
Ask Horatio to negotiate your entry with the outpost.
Of course, of course. The sooner you're here, the better.
I'll call you back in a few minutes. It's done. The guards agreed to give your caravan a temporary pass. Just like that? Yes, just like that. Nice. Thanks, old man.
It is great to finally be out of this warehouse.
Oh, one more thing. Regarding the delivery address. It's a bit outdated, I'm afraid. I'll send you the new one shortly. I'll wait for you eagerly, caravanners. The guards take their time approving your documents. You're let go with veiled threats and warnings about not trespassing around the city.
There's a certain pettiness that only people who shouldn't be in power are capable of exercising. Something about this still bothers me, but we'll have the chance to ask Horatio in person. Let's go.
Finally, you leave the outpost and enter the city of Azure. You're trying to get there on time. Doesn't take too long to find the address that Horatio mentioned.
Is this really the right place? This is a residential block.
That's the address he gave us. It's inside that damp-looking criminal fields warehouse over there. You enter the landing zone and your reptilian client soon comes to meet you.
Hello. Did you make a safe trip? Oh, you got little fishies on your back. That's cute. Between all of the incidents before and during our arrival to Azure? Not really. Incidents? Really?
Time travel wasn't really in the job description, you know?
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Mind giving me a summary of what happened? I see. It probably has to do with proximity between the control panel and the cargo hold. It's hard to say for sure, but it seems like the crystals reacted to your ship's systems.
Yeah, that's exactly what we thought had happened.
It's ironic, really. They made ships like that in my time, but not anymore.
Am I right in saying that this is the function you intended for them?
Yes, that's right. Thanks to you, I can travel back to my time with those anger crystals.
Back to your time, huh?
Yes, I've been researching anger crystals my whole life. During one particular experiment, an accidental reaction happened. I sent to the future, almost 100 years in the future, in fact. You can imagine my sadness to see the paradise that Azure was become this dystopic nightmare. I went to the government to ask for help and they trapped me. I was forced to develop time-bending technology for them.
That's terrible, Horatio. I'm sorry.
I've been secretly looking for a way to return to my time, but I grew old and I was afraid I'd never see my family again. With this shipment of anger crystals, I have enough to power my machine. When they come looking for me, I'll be gone. Let's not dilly-dally anymore. Here's your payment for a job well done. Now, if you could help me transport the crystals in there.
A moment. Do you hear all that noise? No, they can't have.
Looking to the outside of the parking zone, you see a group of 5 vehicles approaching. They bear the same serpentine crest you saw at the outpost. Oh no. Those are capture ships. The guards at the outpost must have tailed us.
What was that pass for, then?
It must have been a ruse to catch me smuggling the crystals. Please, you have to help me escape. I'll bring the machine here, just wait. What do you mean, just wait? They'll be here real soon. Horatio doesn't wait for a response, though. He ducks inside his lab as quickly as he can.
How do we get out of here? We say we are getting arrested.
Well, they're here for the turtle, not us, right?
Are you suggesting leaving Horatio behind? Do you have no empathy?
I do, but I also have a survival instinct.
Either way, we have to make a decision now. Do you help Horatio or not?
Okay. I'm too nice. Can't help it. Being far away from his family and place alien to him, he sympathizes with Horatio's issues too much.
That's right. Caravan should see the job to its end.
If we're thrown in the slammer, I'm blaming you both. Kleber gets the 41 bis ready for liftoff. Moments later, Horatio comes back to landing zone with,
What is that? A grandfather clock?
It certainly looks like one, doesn't it? Weighs like one, too. It's not 100% ready yet, so I'll have to finish the machine aboard your ship. A voice comes from the outside. Freeze, all of you! You've been deemed as threats to the government of Azure.
Horatio, you're an Azurian. Help guide us out of here.
Try the shopping district in a few blocks. There's an exit. If you can't lose them, at least you can buy us time. Young lady, you're an engineer, yes?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Please help me finish my machine.
But this is old technology. I don't know if I can.
Tell her she's more than capable of doing so. This is the moment she was talking about. Tell her that she will make it.
All right, Horatio. Just tell me what you need.
Jackie and Horatio take the watch to the cargo hold. That's great and all, but I'd rather not wait around until they get us. Alright, Cap, I need you to help me with directions. I remember this place being a labyrinth. Let's zag around and lose them before going for the exit. There's a pedestrian zone to our right. No other ships obstructing us or them. I see a bunch of moles to our left. Trickier run, but a better chance to lose them. Or I can keep going forward as fast as I can. Please answer fast. Just go left. I trust your skills. Cleaver serves left and stabilizers sail grazes the side of a building. Bardo screams like you've never seen before.
What is happening in there, Cleaver?
Nothing. We're fine.
Just a bit longer. We're doing great, Jackie.
Before you can overhear more, Cleaver calls you again. Cap, I see them all to the right. They're thinking if there's another exit, but we can try to lose them in there. Wait, is that a sewer access on the left? I think I can fit the 41 bis, but I have no idea where we'll end up.
Why do you always come up with these crazy stunts? Just keep going straight.
Okay, Bardo. You're going to keep going straight. Something flashes by you, raising the ship's side, putting some distance between you and the guards. What you worry about is how you're going to get through the gated fence.
Jackie, Horatio, are you done already?
Almost there.
Yep, just by a couple minutes.
There's a crossover over there, Cap. I think we can go up that elevated highway on the right.
What? We would be in the wrong way. You have to keep going straight here.
Do you want to escape or follow traffic rules?
At least turn right instead of left.
Alright. Approach the gated fence. Cleaver puts you at full speed.
Cleaver, are you mad? We'll crash.
That's exactly what going for.
Just a little more and...
You did it, Jackie. It's finished.
Are we alive? Are we going to survive? Do I have to start this over again? Bardo and Cleaver fall to the ground and cover their heads. The 41 bis shakes violently. You get back up. Surprisingly, nothing is broken. Guess we got through? In front of you, in the distance, is a small military outpost. It's not that big, just a couple of security rooms and a warehouse built around a gated fence.
What? What happened?
Looks like it worked.
Horatio and Jackie come back to the cockpit.
Sorry about the emergency test drive, everyone.
We thought it'd be the best way to get out of that pickle sea.
Wait. What did you two do? Didn't we crash?
What did we do with the time machine? We went back in time again, of course.
I sent the ship and everything in it to just before your ship entered the city. Yesterday, to be precise. So to the government sea dogs, you've never got past this outpost and I vanished without a trace. Now I'd love to go into the intricacies of the process at a safer location, of course. Well, this is goodbye then.
That was amazing. Never thought I'd help with a time machine in my life.
And help you did. I wouldn't have this chance without you. In fact, here, I want you to have this.
Horatio hands her a small anger crystal from the cargo.
If you use the blueprints I took with me to the ship, you can probably harness this crystal. It's not much, but it can probably help you rewind a few seconds in a pinch.
Seriously, you're letting us have it?
It won't impact my travel too much. Consider it an extra reward. I'll ask that you keep the blueprints safe.
We will, of course. Thank you so much.
It's not a feeling, you know. I have to return to my time, but part of me will always treasure this moment.
Horatio turns a few dials in the back. Crystals begin to react.
I don't know if this will work, to be honest. There are people waiting for me, so the least I can do is try.
Heh, that's the Caravan spirit there, old man.
Cleaver, being poetic? I never thought I would see the day.
The machine and Horatio are engulfed in a bright light.
Farewell, folks from the future. May you be safe. I wish you the best of luck.
This time, nobody falls down.
You know, I spent my whole life listening to stories about the caravan life. But now, after all these trips with you, I feel like I finally lived the caravan life. Definitely. Some things cannot be learned via secondhand knowledge. Next time I see Grandma, I'll be the one with stories to tell her.
You bet. Speaking of that, there's someone else here who would risk their life for family. Locke, your deadline is getting close, right?
I believe that was our last mission together then. Well, no, not yet. If we could help Horatio, we can help him. We'll definitely find a fix for this, Locke.
Well, you aren't getting rid of me that easily, Locke.
Runaway pets, cursed bottles, tentacles, time traveling, and now this. You will be the death of me, but count me in to help at the loan shark. A cook cannot leave his crew starving, can he?
You're still nervous, but the reassurance is welcome. Horatio kept struggling alone. But you have a crew. Back in surface, your family is still waiting for you.
Oh, everyone is so good.
A day passes. And then we die because no supplies. Right? Because we're not back at the capybara. Oh. While you're on the way to the capybara, you receive a transmission request. Caller's location is unknown. Time to face Marimbondo one last time. Your time's run out, brat. Now, do you have my grana in hand? You do. 20,000 grana earned through months of caravan deliveries. See, I bet that's more grana than you ever seen in surface. So it's only natural that I have it, since I brought you to the skies. In fact, I think it's time for me to let you make a trip home. You have to pay your debt, see your family again, and do me a little favor, of course. See, I've got a delivery of refined red oil straight from the source. That's where you come in. On paper, you'll just be making one more delivery. All you have to do is bring the cargo to the crumbling plains. Easy, right? All right. This chance to go back to surface and rescue your family. That's right. You're here because of your family, aren't you? Now I trust you know the place, close to where you grew up. You do. You have no clue how to feel about that. But what's worse, you feel like it's another ploy from Marimbondo. Yet you don't have a choice. You'll be receiving my request from the capybara soon enough. I made sure to specify I wanted your little crew to do it. Better not screw up, brat. See you in 3 days. The smuggler ends the transmission.
A delivery to surface? In 3 days?
Yeah, this whole thing reeks of ambush. Our only safety net is if that they shoot us down, they destroy the cargo too.
But what happens once we give them this red oil?
Let me guess, they sell the oil at several times the sky price.
Makes sense, unfortunately. Probably easier for him to let us handle all the risk, too.
You shudder. You remember seeing down sky ships as a kid. You once had to abandon a foraging expedition because one crashed nearby. It's not unusual for raiders to take down caravans for their cargo, especially red oil.
So to recap, the plan is to make the delivery, pay the debt, and get your family locked.
Yeah, but things probably won't be that easy. Cleaver's right. You better be well prepared. But will it be worth it? After all, when you finally come back to the skies, it'll be alongside your family.
But the real family was the crew you made along the way.
That's just me talking. That's not anything that's actually been said.
The more I think about this delivery, the more I think we dodged several bullets. Crashing with that expert caravan, being swallowed by a giant piruko, chased around by Azurian soldiers, and those pelicannons. I lost my precious egg jars because of them. The incidents with the anger crystals, too. I suppose none of us is at fault for that, Horatio included. I hope he managed to reunite with his family and leave the city in the past, before the provisional government took over. It's such a shame. Azure is beautiful, but its military, not so much.
I'm glad we managed to complete the delivery after that whole mess with the other Caravan. Really wish you'd let me fire that winning shot, Cap. At least we had the last laugh with the fake fuel. Ah, whatever. Mistakes of the past, I guess. Not gonna lie, Cap. I might have joked around, but all that time travel stuff is beyond me. It's a miracle Horatio could even do all that, and Jackie too. But still, imagine going back to any point in time and fixing your mistakes. That's a power I'd want, really. Hope you find a good use for that crystal, Cap. But you have a good shot at taking down your problems now. Time to pay that debt and see your family again.
I have to say, working on a time machine was pretty exciting. Bit of an improvised job, but really a milestone for any engineer. And a milestone for a caravaner, too. You know how hard it is to escape the Azurian military like that? I'm going to keep that anger crystal as a reminder of what happened. I had no idea the situation in Azure was that bad. It's like I said before, living the caravan life is different than hearing about it. But still, I'm not giving up. This is still my dream. Hey, can I ask you something, Locke? Do you think I would be a good captain? I mean, not now, but in the near future? Yeah. If she keeps following the caravan path, certainly. She's a great engineer and crew member. Her excitement for the job will take her places. Thank you, Locke. That really means a lot to me. Really. I'll make sure you can depend on me, too.
Oh no.
Can I take off with that little?
I know that face. It's the same face everyone who has to deal with the Azurian army. Yeah, you're definitely not alone there, friend. Or one of their lead scientists suddenly disappeared along with some unspecified documents. Am I right to assume he has something to do with that?
I'll explain. Explain that Horatio made the request for anger crystals without permission. Leave out the details about his disappearance.
I see. So in other words, he didn't know anything. I assume you weren't able to complete the delivery then? You both tell the truth, but pause. You know, because the client disappeared before you even went into Azure?
Is he giving you an out? Why? What about your anger crystals cargo?
What cargo, kid? You didn't deliver anything, remember? Come on, work with me here.
You're starting to sound like your capybara bosses.
Don't get the wrong idea. I just don't want the headache of being interrogated by Azurians. Oh, and don't go bad-mouthing the army up there. Don't need them knocking on my door. Ready to fly? Here you go. Bondo. Here we go.
A surface problem. Destination: crumbling plains.
You all huddle in the cockpit. Nervousness creeping in. Ooh, man. Guess we're between a rock and a hard place, huh? Still, we can think of a way out of this. What's one more near-death experience of this crew, right?
This is not the time for jokes, Cleaver. We're in more danger than ever.
Which is exactly why it's the best time for jokes, Chef. Gotta lighten that mood somehow. Plus, if even I can get out of a debt, I'm sure we can all help a friend out with that.
He's not wrong, Bardo. We can't get discouraged now. Come on, we're a crew. I'm sure we'll find a way to fix this mess. Besides, I've kind of enjoyed traveling with you all too much to quit now. Well, you are right about one thing. We are in this together, which means we are all with you to the end of this delivery. Besides, I have yet to make good on my sky cuisine lessons for you lot. I'm happy to have a great crew.
Tell them how happy you are to have them stick by your side.
Come now. You're not due for us to desert our captain.
You're not dealing with Marin Bondo unprepared. He's bound to stab you in the back. Yeah, I know these loan shocker types. They don't let you go that easy. Why would they, when they can keep sucking your wallet dry? You saw what happened with Silva. If you hadn't paid my debts, I'd have ended up working for him again. Against my own will. You ever think of something with the crew? What do you have at your disposal?
What about the whistle we received from Rosanna? She mentioned it could work with Moffat Office from the surface, too. You know, I really dislike explaining animals like that, but... Desperate times, desperate measures, right? You could use the whistle to cause a big ruckus in case a fight breaks out. But otherwise, you doubt these things can be tamed in any way. Right, let's keep that in mind. What I can recommend is using the anger crystal Horatio left with us. With his blueprints, I think I can make a small replica of his watch somehow. Pocket version.
Now that's our engineer. So if something bad happens, we just turn back the clock.
We should be cautious, though. With the size of the crystal, it will just bring us back a few seconds.
Well, a few seconds may be enough to save you from near death. You decide to use the client name as the keyword for executing the plan. Alright, Cap. To be honest, I'd rather not risk an ambush on the surface. I assume it's safer to cover most of the distance on the skyways, and then go down when we get close. Let's go. After that, trip goes in relative silence for a while, until...
Hey, Locke, what can you tell us about Surface?
Question takes you off guard, but your crew seems strangely excited, or at least willing to break the silence.
What are the people like? Do you make gadgets like the people of Aquarella?
For once you have a chance to tell them about your home, what should you talk about? Surface miners, surface scavengers, surface miners. Scavengers. Tell your crew about the daily struggles of scavenging for survival. Constant tremors meant you could die any time. Had some problems finding food or hunting. On occasion, your family went to bed hungry. Sounds rough for sure. Not a lot of caravans deliver supplies to surface, right?
Only the most experienced ones, and even then, some don't return. The CCA probably avoids sending caravanners, so they don't lose more ships, cargo, and workers.
Damn, Cap. Guess you were stuck with no way out for some time, huh?
Even so, embracing the caravan life was the best way out you could find. I have my family too. I understand you, Locke. Don't worry, we will go back to the Sky's Lock. Let's recap our plan.
Suddenly you hear a turret firing and the entire ship trembles. But there's someone right above us.
Is it Marambano? Were we wrong about him not attacking us with the red oil still inside?
No, you can't see it in full through the cockpit. But the ship's considerably different from Marambano's.
Someone else is attacking us then? Surface raiders, maybe? That makes more sense.
Another group of scoundrels must have followed us. Your mind flashes back to a downed skyship you saw as a kid. Seems like you've been lucky not to get ambushed for your cargo until now. Well, they won't take us down without a fight. What do we do, Captain? Should shoot at them, ask someone to do it, or attempt to flee? I'll fire. You order Cleaver to stabilize the ship and Jackie to assess the damages while you fire back at them. You activate the turret, take aim, and you manage to hit their underside. After that fight with the other caravan, you finally got the hang of this thing. The raiders maneuver to your right. What do you do this time? Fire back, I guess. Try your hand at firing again. Using your experience from the shootout with that caravan, you fire again. You hit the front of their ship. You're really starting to appreciate your previous experience as a sharpshooter. You manage to put some distance between yourself and the raiders. After a few minutes of chasing you, they vanish into the clouds. Looks like we're not worth the trouble. Nah? Nice.
We got shot once, though. We should land for a quick fix. That's not our only concern. I just checked the cargo hold. One of the red oil drums got shot.
Everyone freezes. Confrontation with Marambano just got more complicated. So what do you do now? Even if you have a plan, Marambano isn't noticing that damage to the barrel for sure.
Well, for starters, we'll have to clean up the cargo hold. What about the drum? Maybe we can patch it up somehow, but will it convince Marambano?
You're not sure hiding it will be an option. And this is Marambano you're talking about. If you throw it out, he'll notice you have one less barrel. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, we just gotta stick to our plan and hope for the best. Clear prepares to dive into the surface, towards the crumbling plains. You'll brace for the rough landing. That was unfortunate. I wonder if fleeing would have saved it. Oh well. After landing, you all took a moment to examine the surroundings. Luckily, no wild animals were around. The raiders didn't seem to have followed you either. But the repairs were so extensive that you've all been in crisis management mode all day. Worst, your pistol was shattered in the tricky landing. Kleber said he was sorry, though. When you all finally take a moment for respite, you take in the landscape, this canyon.
Something wrong, Locke? You've been staring around for a bit. Are you okay?
Tell Jackie that you've been to this place before. It's close to your childhood camp.
Wow. So we really are in the surface you've known all your life.
No offense, Cap, but this place gives me the creeps.
Creeps or not, we still have repairs and preparations to make. Come on, let us start already.
Crew is busy with preparations. Maybe you should check on them. I'll talk to Bardo, I think. I want to make you friends again. Better friends, I should say. You approach Bardo. He's inspecting the remaining supplies for the day's meals.
Ah, Captain, I was thinking about making something special to lift our spirits. Any ideas?
Those banana pastels. You tell Bardo that maybe he should try making the banana pastels again.
Oh my, you remembered that? Maybe I can make them right this time.
Well, at least Bardo's spirits will be lifted by trying a recipe he likes.
Very well then. I'll start with the preparations.
Bardo goes back to the kitchen to make the pastels for the crew. Maybe you should talk to someone else, too. You approach Kleber. He's cleaning the cargo hold. Hey, Cap. Just getting rid of the mess those raiders made. Well, even if we lost a barrel of red oil, we still have our wits. We survived so far. I think we can deal with Marambondo. You know, thought I got used to this kind of situation with my own debts, but nope, still hate it. Maybe two can trade stories while cleaning the cargo together. Sure. You have to help Kleber with the cleanup. Cap, bye. Thanks, yeah. Want to know something, Cap? When I decided to become a pilot, I was thinking about the Grana and glory, of course. But I guess it's just like that, freedom. Going full speed, wherever the skies take me. I guess I just like that freedom, going full speed in the sky. I think I said that right. Something in my brain was like, no, you said something wrong, but no. The thing is, my debts took that away from me for a long while. I just wanted a way out. Then I got in the association. I didn't choose the caravan life, not really, but even when we were flying blindly, I enjoyed doing it with y'all. So whether I stay in the CCA or to go chase my dream again, I think I owe you a lot for getting me out of that funk. And I'll start by repaying that debt. I'll start by repaying that debt by helping you right now, Cap. You'll help Cleaver with the cleanup, talking about what you want to do after your debt is paid. I really like Cleaver now. When I started, I was like, I really like him after spending time with him. I like all the crew, honestly. You approach Jackie. She's taking a look at the hits you took from the raiders. Oh, hey, Locke. Want a status report? Took some damage, but it's not a lost cause. This might take a while. Maybe if Jackie had someone help her? Offer to help with the fixes. Ask Jackie if she needs any help with that. Oh, you'd help me? I'd use an extra hand. I might have 3, but having spares never hurts, you know. And hey, I don't get the chance to work with an engineer from the surface too often. No, Locke, I think I really understand what it means to be part of Caravan now. I mean, all the stories I heard could only take me so far. Now I've actually went on a journey with a crew. I know what it's like to work with other caravanners through all the ups and downs. We'll be in danger and we'll butt heads, but I believe the caravan life really is the right one for me. And hey, maybe I can be a captain someday, right? And sure she can. She pauses, surprised. Thank you, Locke. That means a lot to me. We'll find a way out of this mess. Well, we always find a way. As Jackie continues her checkup, you can tell she looks much happier despite how tense the situation is. You and the crew spend the rest of the day finishing the repairs of the 41 bis. Night is restless but hopeful. One day passes. Next day you wake up to a noise from a caravan terminal. The caller's location is unknown. You have a pretty good idea about who this is. You take the call. What's the big idea, you brat? Why am I hearing that your caravan landed in the crumbling plains? Describe the raider ship that attacked you, forcing you to repair your ship. Looks like I have to teach another gang of wannabes not to mess with my cargo. But it doesn't matter. I trust you were able to deal with them without any problems. When I told you to bring the oil to me, that also meant keeping it safe. That's what you cargo caravans do, right? I expect to get the oil I paid for. Tell you what, me and my crew are close by. Let's meet at the western edge of the crumbling plains in a few hours. I'll see you there. And by that I mean I better see you there. Marimbondo hangs up. You feel your anxiety rising. Better call the others. Your time is running out. The western edge of the crumbling plains, huh? I mean, I can probably get us there with your direction, Cap.
But just a few hours? We won't have much time to prepare. I fixed most of the damage by now. Also, we have the animal whistle from Rosanna and a pocket watch with Horatio's anger crystal. We're as prepared as we can get. Time to finish this. Give Cleaver the directions to Marimbondo's meeting point. After a few hours, you arrive at the large fissure on the western side. A hooded figure waits, flanked by several others, about 8 or 10, all decked in black, gray, or brown, hoods like Marimbondo. They don't see any holsters on their belts. Marimbondo greets you when you exit the ship. There you are. For once you're on schedule, brat. And the tin can, furball, and getaway driver are the sorry people you dragged down. Sucks to be you, huh? If only you didn't have a surfacer for a captain. Look, we are here to aid our captain. May we get on with it? Psst, Chef. Let go. We better not pick a fight yet. Remember the plan. Wait for a chance. Well, first things first. Where's the money you owe me? Give Marimbondo the full sum. See, was that so difficult? It was a pleasure to do business with you. Now let's see that oil. Marimbondo turns to his goons who start going to your ship to retrieve the red oil. Come on, you lot. Chop, chop. It takes 2 minutes before all the red oil drums are taken out of the 41 bis. You're just waiting for the chance to use the whistle. Pocket watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of the drums is damaged. What's the meaning of this, brat? You remind Marimbondo of the raiders that attacked you. Yeah, just take a look. You'll see the marks. What a shame. And you had paid your debt in full, too. Normally I asked for more Gron, ordered another service from you. But you know what? There's an easier way. Give me your ship and everything inside. Should help cover the costs. What? You try to protest, but Marimbondo interrupts you. Oh, did it sound like I was giving you a choice? Sorry, but that's not the case. Don't like it?
Should have brought everything as agreed then. Then again, you were dumb enough to mess with Silva in Spore Heights, weren't you? What? How do you even know? I know him. Old business associate. Do you think you could pull the same stunt with me? No dice. Marambano's goons are preparing for a fight. 4 of you are outnumbered, about 2 or 3 to 1. This is it. Do you hand your ship over to Marambando? It's part of the family. Tell Marambano there's no way you're sacrificing your ship and putting your crew at risk. So I guess we're doing this the hard way then. What are you lot waiting for? Get them. You're clearly outnumbered, but there's no other way out of this. The gang members close in. Time to put your plan in action. Should you use Rosanna's whistle or Horatia's anger crystal? I don't see how the crystal helps me right now, so I'm going to try the whistle. Cry out Rosanna's name. Cleaver uses the Mafagafa whistle that Rosanna gave you. For a moment, nothing happens. There's only dead silence around you. What's your friend doing, Brat? Is that some kind of... And there's a loud noise, followed by the fluttering of wings coming towards you.
Oh, skies. So those are Surface's Mafagafos?
The massive blue scaled creatures make even Bardo look tiny. They look around confused as if searching for something. Until Marambano shoots at them, that is. The Mafagafos do not take that well. They begin charging the smuggler's crew, emitting loud noises. You think these pets are going to save you? Some of the goons are held up by the Mafagafos, but others still remain. Looks like you have to do some fighting yourself. One of the goons is tackled by the colossal Mafagafa. That's 1 down. Duck. I don't know why, but duck. You duck, predicting an attack that never comes. Looks like you've lost your opportunity. The grunt sees an opportunity to rush you again. Where do you roll? Right. Strafe around the 2 mooks trying to get a good read. They keep their distance. It ends up being a waste of time. Around you, you hear your crewmates fighting. Burrow's keeping 3 people at bay with his claws. Jackie's grabbed a guy with all 3 arms and swinging him around like a club. Cleaver manages to push another raider inside a crack in the ground. Can't let them down. Better make the next move count. Punch left. You feint to the right. The remaining gang member isn't ready for that. You manage to punch them twice before they can react. Looks like there's no one else in your way. Time to go for Marambando. Just then, you see an enormous cannon rotating. A gun turret is activated. But it's not yours. Looks like Marambano has decided to take you out from his ship. But with the wild Mafagafos, he clearly doesn't know where to shoot first. Now that you're out of Marambano's line of sight, he can try to take off in his ship. Going back to 41 Bis could be a good option. You can use his turret and pursue Marambano if he flees. Or you can try to go after that bloodsucker directly on his ship, end it once and for all. Am I abandoning the crew if I go for the ship is like my one concern? If my pistol didn't break, I think I'd go for him directly, but... Better make this fight ship against ship. Marambano seems to have other ideas. He tries to stop you with his turret, firing at will. Doing so, one of the shots hits the 41 Bis with a loud bang. Not only that, he seems to have hit the engine. A fire starts to form. You suddenly remember the pocket watch with the anger crystal. Aim back to Jackie, shout for her to use it. Hear your crew behind you, trying to distract Marambando. Shoots them a few times, too, but isn't fast enough for 3 targets moving behind cover. Then there's the loud rumbling of an engine. He's trying to flee. You're able to enter his ship before... Enter his ship's hatch before it closes. Oh, if I could talk, right? Now you're alone in there with the smuggler. You don't even stop to think your approach, going straight to the cockpit. Gunshot comes from the cockpit and grazes the wall to your left. You damn Zerverster brat! You think you're getting out of this? You're unarmed. How are you going to deal with Marambando's gun? As you consider letting him run out of ammo, you hear a noise from his terminal. I know you can hear me. This is your only warning. You made a fraudulent request to the CCA and put our employees in harm's way. They end your ship or we'll open fire. Those river rats. You called them here, didn't you? You didn't, but Marambando doesn't have to know that. This is the opportunity you needed. What would your crew do? Mara would try to negotiate with Marambando. If he stays here any longer, the CCA could capture him, or worse. Cleaver and Jackie would try to fight in different ways. Jackie's taught you enough for you to try to crash Marambando's ship to the ground, or maybe you should fight him directly like Cleaver probably would. Well, in truth, what will you do? Give me options, please. Game? Game? Oh, that's a problem. That was, Okay, we're just gonna skip. We're gonna do everything exactly the same. Just speed right through. Just speed right through. Yeah, keep going. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Do I hand over my ship? No. Keep going. We're gonna use the whistle. Get all the Mothgothos. Come on. This button's supposed to skip to the next choice, not stop every... I ducked. I'm gonna punch, though. Hit the remaining crook with the best uppercut of the knife. Roll. Roll to the right. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. To the right. Member isn't ready for that. Yada yada yada. Oh, what? What's going on? I shouldn't have changed things. Take this. Jackie grabs the mook with two of her arms while the third hits them in the jaw with a resounding crack. Ash sets under her metal arms. You breathe a sigh of relief. You're glad your crewmates are there to help you. Relief only lasts until you hear a loud noise from Marambono's ship. To your right, you see the turret rotating directly where Jackie is. Warn. Managed to warn Jackie in time. Jackie barely dodges. Her mechanical arm is blocking the bullet. You find cover behind a large jagged rock. Now that you're out of Marambono's line of sight, you can try to take off in the ship. Going back to 41 Bisque could be a good option. If you use its turret and flee Marambono if he flees, you try to go off and blah 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 blah. Okay, so there was a slight change because I decided to punch instead of duck there, but I thought it would just go exactly the same, but we're gonna do exactly what we did last time. Just get the ship shot, even though I shouldn't, but I'm not gonna change that. I wanted to see. We're gonna just speed through. He's all angry. The capybara man shows up. Moment of truth. What will you do? Nothing, apparently, because the game doesn't give me a choice. Moment of truth. What will you do? The moment of truth is apparently I don't get to do anything. This is going to be a very lackluster ending if we can't even get to the end, ain't it? Alright. I'm going to try just going for the ship directly this time around. And if that gives me options, good. If that doesn't give me options, then we're making a bug report. And that's the end, apparently. Blah 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 blah. Skip, 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 blah blah blah. Skip, 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 blah blah blah. Skip. Don't give up the ship. I'm not getting an ending where the ship is given up. I'm saying that now. Like, I would rather have no ending than the ending be giving up the ship. And I'll make up an ending if I have to make up an ending. Okay, we're gonna duck. We're just gonna do what I messed up on. We're just gonna do it. Punch left, which turns out to be right, which is wonderful. Okay, so I'm just gonna directly go for the ship. Bondo shoots 3 times, isn't fast enough, yada yada yada. Now you're alone in there with the smuggler, you don't use something to approach, blah blah blah. Tries to shoot me, blah blah blah. Capybara Man. Okay, it's giving us options. I don't know why it didn't give us options before. I'm gonna bring down the ship. Dash to the cockpit, slamming into Marimbondo as he reloads. You stun him just long enough to deactivate his ship's autopilot and start a descent. You've been a pebble in my shoe long enough, brat. There's a loud bang and pain lances up your leg just as the ship starts tipping. Come to sense soon after, the ship's crash landed. Marimbondo's the ground near you, still alive but unconscious. You get up and limp out of the ship. See the association ship moving near where you are. Probably take care of Marimbondo. Most of the goons ran away, though 2 are tied up and 1 other is unconscious on the ground. Looks like everyone managed to fight down here.
Captain, you're okay. Oh, thank the skies. I thought you'd been shot in there.
Proud of you, Cap. I wish I had been able to face Silva head on like that. You're proud too. You'd be lying if you said otherwise. It's over. Time to say goodbye to Surface. Seven days pass. Hey. It's been a few days since the incident with Marimbondo. Now you're back to Aquarella. Not for a job, however. It's just the best place you could find for your family in the skies.
So I heard your family's coming today? That's great news.
Feels good being out of debt, huh, Cap?
Not only that, but Aquarella is a pretty good choice for a home, I would say. Question is, what will you do now, Captain?
Great question. With your debt left behind, you don't have to work in the Caravan anymore, truth be told. So you'd either leave the 41 bis with your crew and choose a new captain, or keep making deliveries. What should you do? Pass the torch to your crew or remain a captain? I want to stay with my crew. Strange as it sounds, you've gotten used to this. You're a Sky Caravaner now.
Nice! So I guess it's just the beginning for this crew, huh?
Thank the skies. Betting wouldn't be the same without you, Cap.
Believe me, it will be a pleasure to keep cooking for you.
Well, you're still waiting on you until your family gets here. You're able to pay their way to the skies. Without smugglers, of course. Better spend some time together. Till next month, that is. Then you'll be off on your next delivery. So, you're staying with us, then? Taken aback by the Capybara Man's sudden appearance. Ren, don't get all jumpy with me. I'm settling here in Aquarella, too. We're opening new Capybara. New place, same cocinas. I just wanted to congratulate you on behalf of our management. Don't get used to it. It's just that you gave us more excitement than we've had in some time. And, well, you're a good captain in the end. You have to be to get this far. So, thank you for your association to the Capybara Caravan Association. And good luck in your future deliveries, Sky Caravaner. Sky Caravan, a game by Studio Bravado. We hope you enjoyed your journey in Caravaneer. This is Sturdy's first game. We've been dreaming about this for some time. It means a lot to us that you completed our game. Obrigado. I don't know what that means, but I presume it's a really nice something. But we did it. We finished Sky Caravan. I'll be honest, not fully what I expected, and I don't know why. But it was lovely. The characters were fun. I loved the crew. I liked the Capybara Man. He was great. I liked Rosanna. For, you know, the clients. Marimbondo was fun. Brat. It was fun. I would love to play another game by these people. Whether it's the same universe or something different would be fun. Studio Bravado. See. I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on them. I already kind of was, which is why I knew the game was coming anyways, but here we go. We're done. I ran a little longer than I usually do, but I'm not complaining. It was fun. But that's where we're ending it today. And thank you for those that were here, if anyone was. It says I have 0 viewers, but sometimes it says I have 0 viewers and I have some viewers. And thank you for those that end up watching the VODs. There's actually quite a few people that are watching the VODs these days, and I appreciate it. Like, not a large number, like sometimes 5 or 6. But there'll be no stream tomorrow, there'll be no stream Friday, but we'll be back on Saturday. Probably with Baldur's Gate, because again, won't be doing some stuff on Fridays for a little bit. So probably with Baldur's Gate, just I don't want to space it out too much.